pallid moon shed its argent veil and bled upon the firmament, I knew the cosmos had loosened one more forbidden seal, for no celestial body weeps crimson without some ancient, unspeakable thing stirring in the gulfs beyond sight.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the long overdue
Episode 2.
This will be
Episode two?
Yeah, 2.
Episode
2 of season 3. And for this one, we're changing it up a little bit. We got a special little extended. What's the word I'm looking for?
This one's gonna be a two-parter, ladies and gentlemen.
I wouldn't say documentary, but kind of that style thing.
Yeah.
But follow along the best you can.
A little bit more in depth. This is gonna be
So-
2 videos that are linked together, so it's gonna be good.
So grab your popcorn, grab your drinks, buckle your seatbelt, and if you don't have one on your couch or chair, you better get one. Because, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, Bethesda.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So this one, I was doing a look for what for us to do for an episode, and I stumbled across this, and this one really fucking intrigued me. So, okay, for those that don't know, there are winds that travel from the Earth into space. Like we have planetary winds, so to speak. Whoops. And I'm going the wrong way because I'm trying to load up everything else. Not that one, not that one, not that one, not that one, not that one. There it is. Okay, so yeah, so we have wind. The planet farts. Yeah. So okay, so roughly. Okay, so this is quite cool, right? For roughly 5 days each month, the moon passes through the Earth's magnetic tail, or the magnetotail. And during this period, oxygen escapes from Earth's upper atmosphere and travels to the moon and implants in the lunar soil. So, basically, 5 days out of the month, the moon is floating around into the arse end of our planet and getting clocked in a Dutch oven. So, and because of that, and it's all settling in the moon's soil, which is weird because you wouldn't think the moon would have soil because obviously there's no grass on the moon. So, the concept of soil is a bit kind of. Anyway, turns out that along those winds, there is moisture. And that moisture is catching as the moon. So every time the moon goes past, it's getting a wet fart. Which in itself is kind of worrying. But what will happen is, as this is going on, because it's been happening obviously over so many, like, however long the planet's fucking existed for, there is iron ore.
Billions of years.
Billions and billions of years. There is iron ore in the moon's surface. Now, because it keeps connecting with the moisture that comes from our planet every 5 days out of the month, which 5 days, 12 months, that's somebody that's good with maths answer that, because I'm suck at maths. 12 times 5.
Hard, don't ask.
12 fives. Hold on. 10 fives are 50. 11 fives are 55. 12 fives are 60. So 60 days in total every year. The Earth, the moon is getting clocked with planetary
a wet fart.
A planetary wet fart, and because of that, it's reacting with the moisture is reacting on the moon and causing the moon to rust. Now, Phoenix, I am gonna send you via Discord a picture of what's going on, and ladies and gents, it'll appear on the screen.
I thought, you know, I mean, granted, yeah, moisture and everything, but like once it reaches space, wouldn't it freeze?
Well, you would think that, and not just that as well. This is the other thing, okay? While liquid is absent, water ice has been found in the moon's polar regions. Scientists believe dust particles that bombard the moon may release ice, enabling the chemical reaction with oxygen. Hence where that's coming from. So it is freezing, but it's still technically water. And so when it comes into contact with the moon's atmosphere and everything, it's still causing that rust reaction.
I was also under the assumption that the moon didn't have an atmosphere.
Okay.
I'm
The rust-
just confused because it's just
Yeah, the
understanding.
Yeah,
I guess.
the rust or hematite is most commonly found at high latitudes on the side of the moon that always faces Earth. So it's on the moon, it's on the face of the moon that we're on. So it's only on that side. Here's the thing, okay? Anti-rust countermeasures. The moon is constantly bombarded by hydrogen from solar winds, which acts as a reducer, removing oxygen from iron, making the presence of rust even more unexpected. This is why,
Yeah, because
okay,
rust is the oxidation of steel.
hence things that exist that shouldn't. So, regardless, it seems the moon is rusting, and confirmation. Laboratory experiments at the Macau University of Science and Technology confirmed that earth wind, I didn't mean to do that, oxygen and hydrogen ions can indeed produce hematite on iron-rich minerals. So, yeah, it just goes to show that even though there isn't, any atmosphere on there, it's still reacting to what we've got. And yeah, Phoenix, if you want to have a quick look at the picture that I just sent you, because there's a picture and it'll appear on screen so you guys can see, like, here.
I did not get that picture.
You did not get the picture. Why did you not get the picture?
I did not get that picture.
Why did you not get the picture? Did I send the picture to myself? I did send the picture to myself. That's why you didn't get the picture. I sent it to the wrong channel. Ladies and gentlemen, technology. There we go. You should now see, and you people guys will still be seeing, rust on the moon. Which, yeah, that's what it looks like.
It looks like blood.
This brings me to so many references. Okay.
And
The
ladies
main
and
one-
gentlemen, welcome to the rabbit hole.
So, yeah, rust on the moon that shouldn't be, because not only shouldn't be reacting because, as you say, there's no atmosphere on the moon, but also the solar winds themselves are removing the particles that shouldn't allow for rusting to happen. But yet it's still doing it. I'm sorry, what? Okay, so now let's go, I'll tell you what. Let's go for the easiest one first, and that is my personal favorite subject, and that is the one of H.P. Lovecraft. H.P. Lovecraft references for blood moons is just it's ridiculous. Like there's so many, and the main one that comes to mind, and any Lovecraft fans or gaming fans will know, is a game called Bloodborne, which literally the red moon or pale blood, a supernatural event where the line between man and beast blurs, allowing great ones to descend and influence reality. Basically, very, very old, tentacle-covered gods that technically shouldn't exist, and if you gaze upon them, you're gonna go, and it's not gonna be good for you, basically. The source of the hunt. The moon's presence is likely the creators of the hunter's dream. So, it is synonymous with the presence of the moon itself. So yeah, so the moon turning red in itself, it's because it's an actual entity, and it's like waking up, basically, and it's in the game, it's woken up, and your job is to go and deal with eldritch monsters and things, as you normally do in these kinds of situations. But it represents the whole moon turning red. Is it coming? It's coming alive. So the fact that our moon is slowly turning red, that's a little worrying. Love a bit of Lovecraft. If you haven't checked it out, I do recommend even just looking into the lore of Bloodborne, because it's such an amazing game, and there'll be a picture here of the blood moon and everything. It's crazy. In fact, actually, I'm gonna send that to you as well, Phoenix. Oops.
I'm still baffled at the fact that I'm not comprehending how oxidation is occurring on a surface where there is no oxygen. It's just mind-blowing to me.
Science. Yes, science.
Yes, science!
yeah, the fact that that's even happening in itself is just crazy. You know, as I said,
Science is weird.
It shouldn't be happening, but
Science is weird.
the fact that
I love science.
I love
Science is
science
weird.
too. Yeah, science is very weird. But also as well, don't forget, take into account the fact that our ozone layer is really fucking thin. So there's going to be a lot of stuff escaping our atmosphere that we don't know about that's going into space.
I think common sense is one of those things.
Yeah. that's definitely on the list. Definitely on the list. But the fact that that's it, but the fact that the whole thing has even been confirmed by an official group to say that this is happening and it shouldn't be happening, that's like it almost
That
breaks.
means that
it
they
almost,
don't even. They're saying it shouldn't be happening. It tells me that they're basically saying this doesn't make sense.
It's broken science, basically.
Yeah.
It's literally broken science because it shouldn't be happening.
So, what we thought we knew about space is
Oh yeah, we know.
wrong.
Yeah,
Wrong.
Yeah.
Big wrong.
like there is so much more out there.
So,
Which
what's the next one
well,
that you have?
the
The
next
next
one.
theory.
The next one, okay, we're gonna go. There's two, okay, and one I think people are probably sitting on the edge of their seat, already knowing what we're gonna talk about. But the first one, they're both Bible.
I think
references.
I already know.
Yeah,
'cause-
they're both
Oh,
Bible.
there it is.
Yeah, they're both Bible references, but there's two, okay. One everybody's gonna know, and I'm gonna say now is Revelations, like Old Testament. People know, okay. Second one, pardon me, even I didn't know about this one. Oh, fucking cherry coke. Okay, the Bible describes the moon turning to blood as a prophetic apocalyptic sign preceding Day of the Lord, a time of divine judgment and restoration. Referenced in Joel 2:31, Acts 2:20, and Revelation 6:12. This phenomenon is often interpreted is often interpreted as a marker for the end times or major transformative divine events.
Words hard, everybody. Please stand by. Technical difficulties with possessed.
Well,
words.
have the little the little processing thing from Windows or whatever
Please
up here
stand-
next to my
Please
head.
stand by from Fallout.
Yeah. Technical difficulties sort of side of it. So yeah, there's that side of it, and then hold on, hang on. I had another piece referring to that as well. Where did it go? Here we go. The Blood Moon Prophecy and Apocalyptic on Jewish holidays to the end times based on biblical passages Joel 2:1. Okay. Biblical foundation. The core of the prophecy comes from Joel 2:31, which states the sun will be turned to darkness and the moon to blood before the great and terrible day of the Lord comes. This is referenced in Acts 2:20 and Revelation 6:12. So there's that connection. The tetrad theory. Now this I had no idea about. I didn't know
What
this.
theory?
Tetrad. T-E-T-R-A-D. I'll put it on the screen. Tetrad. I mean, this will all be on the screen for everybody to read as well, because then you guys can read along with us. A tetrad consists of 4 consecutive total lunar eclipses with no partial lunar eclipses in between, occurring at 6-month intervals. The 2014 and the 2015 tetrad gained popularity because all 4 eclipses fell on the Jewish feasts of Passover and Tabernacles. Fuck. Now, okay, a lot of people would just chalk that kind of thing up to coincidence, and I'm not a holy person. Like, I'm not a Christian. I'm actually a nihilist. I don't believe in anything. But to me, for that to fall,
And that might be why we get along so well, because I'm the opposite.
There you go. So, for that to that shit just. There are coincidences, and then there are coincidences. And then there are situations where it's like, hang on a fucking minute here.
Well, and
Just hang on a fucking minute here.
I'm inclined, and see, this is where I think our channel we're going back to our roots with the creepy theories. and everything is, and stay tuned, folks. And yeah, this might get uncomfortable for some of you because, I mean, we're probably going to get, talk about a little bit of the Bible and a little bit of other religions. So just bite the bullet. And deal with it.
All we're going to be doing is quoting scripture and discussing it. We're not throwing anyone under the bus. That's not what we do. So
Exactly.
It's okay. So just a heads up, we will be talking. He will be mentioning some Bible-related things, but it's not an offense.
And that's because if you look at things, and they even, like, with the Bible, like, archaeologists and things have actually proven that a lot of the shit in the Bible actually happened in places it existed. So Red Moon, and here's the thing too, and speaking of Revelation, that mentions the great Euphrates River drying up, and it houses 4 angels, which that'll be my episode.
I was going to say, let's not get too far into that one, because there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is the next episode. So there you go.
But I think this whole thing is now going to this multi-part where you guys will have to buckle in for this ride. I think we're going from things that exist and shouldn't. I think this is going to be more, are we in the end times? Is this the apocalypse?
Well, I mean, who knows? It's things that exist that shouldn't, that can be linked to prophetic quotations, let's say. Me being the realist over here. But at the same time, don't get me wrong, there is something coming.
I'm not just religious wise, like probably living in the apocalypse, because there is shit going on right now that should not be going on.
Yeah, and you know what? Do you know what the even scarier thing is? Is the fact that there are things that should have happened and haven't. Like, by now, Yellowstone was supposed to have kicked off and it fucking hasn't. Which, not gonna lie, I'm glad it hasn't, and fucking touch wood it doesn't, because for those of you that don't know, Yellowstone volcano is a supervolcano. Yellowstone caldera is a supervolcano. And if that goes, which it's supposed to, and is 1,000 years late, we're all buggered, because that will trigger every volcano on the planet and more. So keep praying, hoping, whatever, that never happens. But you saying about stuff that exists and shouldn't, and saying that the more of the biblical stuff's being proven to be true, I'm going to throw in a little nugget for people to research, and it's a Turkish place called Göbekli Tepe, and
I know exactly what you're talking about.
They think it was the original site of where the Ark was built, and the way that the structure and the carvings in the structure are portrayed, there's more going on there that shouldn't be. And the fact as well that they've closed it down for archaeological purposes, they're not allowed to dig there anymore. All digging. I know they say it's for tourist reasons, and I totally understand that. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've been to Turkey personally. I went to Izmir. It's beautiful. But yeah, I can understand the tourism side and wanting to shut it down. But even still, like, something of that level of archaeological importance that could change everything, that we have an understanding at base level of our existence, and they won't let us.
Just to solidify that, archaeologists believe they have found the locations of Sodom and Gomorrah.
Oh shit.
If
it's all, is it in the desert? Is it in the desert? Or is it in a desert?
It is in a desert.
Now you see, that ties in biblically, because apparently that's what it was reduced to. It was reduced to, if I remember rightly, I don't know the exact quotations and everything, but
if I remember right, because I was watching something about it on
wasn't it all turned to sand?
Channel. Yeah, it was basically, and the one righteous person, I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but he was told by angels to leave and don't look back, and his wife was told too, and they were both allowed to leave.
Wasn't it Abraham? Because didn't his wife turn around and look, and she was turned to salt?
It may be Abraham, but I can't remember. But no, the either way, that's that story.
Yeah.
Is she turns around and turns into a pillar of salt.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah. Yes, I think
And
it was Abraham.
whenever they uncovered those ruins,
Hmm.
they really quick realized that like this level of devastation is immense.
Yeah.
Like it was leveled.
Whatever happened here was beyond nuclear. Like it was.
And there was signs of ash.
Yeah. It doesn't surprise
So-
me at all. So the fact that more biblical stuff is being proven. I mean, don't get me wrong. Again, as I said, unless I have
Again,
hardcore
he
evidence.
doesn't believe.
Yeah, no.
He doesn't believe.
Not
I
at all.
believe, but I'm more on the lines of I think the apocalypse is coming.
Something's
One way or
coming.
another.
Something is coming. Like don't get me wrong. I'm not a religious person.
I mean,
but
come
I
on,
am
dude. The moon's turning red.
I know.
And for those of you that are curious, I have a telescope, so by the time we air this episode, I'm gonna try to get me a picture of the moon myself. So
There we go. That would be fucking cool.
hopefully we'll
That
have
would be
that
cool.
on there.
Fingers crossed. But yeah, like I'm open to it. Don't get me wrong. I am fully open to it. Like I consider myself quite theological, but I'm not unless I've got hardcore proof in front of me. I'm sorry. I don't believe.
Well, but the point is
It's getting to the
Just-
point though where
shit's
evidence is showing, and it's
creepy.
getting harder and harder to disprove stuff. Like I get it.
exactly.
Like I totally get it. And
They're
for
trying
people-
to disprove. Scientists and archaeologists have been trying to disprove this, but in the process of trying to disprove it,
They're
they've
proving it.
proven it
Yeah.
happened.
Exactly. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, if it comes to the time that like it the thing is, it's getting to this. As I said, it's getting to the stage now where even people like me, and don't get me wrong, like I'm interested in all this kind of stuff. Hence why we're doing this channel. But at the same time, to be a non-believer and to be presented with stuff that it's like, even I have to sit down and be like, hang on a fucking minute here. What did you just say? Like, what?
So this
what's
this
been proven?
two-parter.
Show me the
two-parter,
evidence,
folks,
and then they show
might
the
take-
evidence, and you're like, hang on a minute.
So this two-parter, folks, buckle in because it might end up becoming a more than two-parter.
yeah. Who knows with this
It
one?
sounds like
But
this sounds like a rabbit hole.
yeah, most definitely. But that is exactly where we are going to leave it, ladies and gents. So please stay with us for this one. It was a bit of a weird and a tangent, but still.
It's been a doozy, and you guys are all owed a little bit of a exciting one. So hopefully you enjoyed this one. Sorry for the long lapse and stuff. I had some stuff go on in my personal life. Possessed was sick, so.
But thank you
Just
for
bear with
sticking
us.
with us. Thank you ever so much for sticking with us. We are going to be posting a few more on the comment side of things. So every so often you might scroll through YouTube and see like posts and stuff. I'm going to try and do a bit more of that. I'd love feedback from you guys, even people from the foreign countries. Please speak to us. We'd love to hear from you. And yeah, we shall see you for part 2, ladies and gents. Thank you ever so much.